Hello and welcome back to EA Whiteboard, a series where I review clips sent in from people in the NHL community and break it down with footage of what they did right, wrong, and how they can improve and get better at the game. Today we have footage sent in by H. Roslansky. Before we get started, let's take a look at the top 6 worst players that he sent in to make an NHL All-Star roster. At center we have superstar fighter Kyle Brodziak. On left wing, what kind of all-star roster would it be without the all-star Danny Heatley? On right wing, we have piece of human garbage Matt Cook. I'm so happy he's not playing hockey anymore. He's a FA. I don't think anyone's going to pick him up. On left defense, we have Barrett Jackman taking out his own goalie. And you know what? If he doesn't do it, management will. On right defense, we have Seth Jones, who's good. Maybe our player today doesn't like Nashville very much. But Jones isn't on Nashville anymore, and I'm sure he's thrilled about it.
21 years old. First NHL trade.
And in net, we have the Kumbaya, always even-keeled Mike Smith. So with this hut footage, we get to finally delve a bit into the post-John Scott era. So here you make a sweet pass to Patrick Sharp. You got Dustin Byfuglien. I don't know why he's up there, but he's going towards the net anyways. And this guy has Alimata, and he left bumpers down there. He has no momentum. He's going to come to a stop right here. And you've got the pass back to Byfuglien for pretty much a tap-in, I think, at this point. So take advantage of those cross creases and recognize when that guy tries to take the pass away too early with a left bumper, he's leaving himself exposed and you've got an easy outlet. I'd force that. I think that's a high percentage chance and it's worth it. So let's take a look at this play. Dustin Byfuglien, you're in good position. You go for a hit here. It doesn't quite work out. And whoa, you go super high up there with Byfuglien. Way too high. And you switch to your smaller guy, who I think is your left wing. And he doesn't have the defensive attributes to make a poke like that. You get super close. But if you had Byfuglien there, assuming you only have the base card, that's still an 87 overall on defense. And he's a huge guy. He's going to get that poke, or you'll be able to do a stick lift, or it's Dustin Byfuglien. You can just crush him. But because you pull him out of position, your left wing doesn't have the same attributes as him. And a lot of times you'll look at the replay and you'll go, oh man, come on, how did I not get that poke? But if you swap those two guys around and that's Byfuglien you have back there, there's a way better chance that you're getting that poke. Now in this sequence, the power play is about to end. There's going to be a guy out of the box. Don't be aggressive with that second defenseman. Now I understand this is a game and you want to have fun and you want to go for that big hit. But you also want to win, right? That's also part of the fun. So switch to your left defenseman there. Go for that big hit if you want to. But if you miss it, you have your second guy to fall back on. You can switch them quickly. You have Girardi play it. So in a 1-on-2, as a general rule to recap, you can afford to be aggressive. You can go for that big hit. And then if you miss, you fall back to your second guy. So we're here in the third. It's still a 1-1 game. I know it's scary when your goalie just jumps out of net and decides to play the puck. But take a second, especially when you got a power play, take a look at what you have before you just boot it out there. Your AI is typically going to curl the opposite way and look for a pass, in this case on the left side. When controlling the goalie, the right trigger pass is slow, there's no sauce on it, and overall it's just a bad option. I much prefer to just push up on the right stick there and fire it out. And I think this is where the game gets away from you. You get a couple of 5-on-3s, this guy can't stay out of the box to save his life. You make too many individual effort plays, especially with 5-on-3s. This is another example. I personally wouldn't take this shot if it was a 5-on-5. Never mind if I was in a 5-on-3 situation. Get it back to the D-men, right? They'll help you spread the opposing D super thin. It'll create tons of outlets for you to go down low, work it back to the point, work it cross crease, get guys in the slot. The only limit is your imagination. Great job with Ekman-Larsson as he enters the zone. And then Girardi just kind of bounces off the guy and he's able to hold the puck. I think the most underutilized gameplay feature in NHL is board play. And I don't know why. I think it's a super effective move, especially in this situation. I see a lot of hitting from behind, boarding penalties that are 2 minutes or 5 minutes that can be avoided. And even being the person who initiated board play, you can still poke the puck as you hold down Y, and then you can tap with right bumper to try to get the puck out yourself. So you don't even need a second guy to come in there to move the puck for you. In this example here, you can board play him head on because that's the direction that you're already going, and you can move to the left side because, as we talked about in the last episode of EA Whiteboard, he cannot kick the puck to that strong side that he's being pressured from. He's going to have to either kick it back out or down to the sides, and you got an extra man advantage. Chances are you'll come up with the puck. So here you've got Galchenyuk, you switch back to Girardi, and that's fine, and then you get caught way high up. You switch to Nyquist, he's not going to get there. Girardi doesn't get back in time. You chase with your D-man all the way to the blue line. Let your forwards take care of those kinds of chances. Girardi has better defense, so his stick checking, his shot blocking are all going to be way higher than Nyquist's. And it happened before with Byfuglien, and this is just another example of letting your defensive players play that kind of tight defense and let your forwards be there, but not have them be the last line of defense. So unfortunately, you don't come away with the W here. You lose 4-1. It's happy hour, which is nice. You know, I think in summary, this was an easily winnable game. You got some good chances. You got a bit unlucky. Yeah, this guy could not stay out of the box, and it was 1-1 in the third period. And I don't think the score really reflects how close of a game it was until the end there. And I know it's fun to go for big hits, and I said you can still do it in 1-on-2 situations, but in 1-on-1, I really recommend staying back there, working on the gap control, and letting the guy come to you. You've got to look at the context, how much time is left in the period, in the game, whether there's power plays, and you got to pick your spots on when you're going to be aggressive and step up and make that big hit, and when you're going to sit back, work on pokes, or maybe just getting in the lanes. So if you do that and you work the puck a bit more on 5-on-3s, it's probably going to be 4-1 for you next time. Thanks so much guys for watching. I hope this helped. If you guys would like to send in footage as well, you can do so at the following address. I'm happy to do it. And I hope you'll stay tuned and take a look at some of the stuff we have coming out over the summer. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!